Is our position enough? As leaders, we've been given and granted a position oftentimes that we don't deserve. Nobody has the ability to say that they're deserving of anything because it always takes somebody else given to them or an opportunity afforded to get to that place. As leaders, especially me, I'll speak for me. There have been times that I have been in a position of leadership and not of intentional arrogance, but from a selfish perspective, you look at things like, I deserve this. I should be able to do that. I know what's best. I'll be able to figure this out. And in that, we lose sight. This is a position that not everybody has. Not everybody has the same position, which means not everybody has the same purpose. And so in your position, there is a purpose. I'm making this video because I was thinking about doing something, nothing terrible at all, wanting to do something that I felt I could I could justify. And then my justification of doing it, the thought process of trying to justify it, I'm like, I deserve this. Or why is it that the spirit of God in me is saying, like, nah, don't do that? Like, why is that something that I can't do? Is my internal fleshly question. So I stop what I'm doing and I pick up the Bible and I read Romans chapter 8. And it's just like God sent his son to justify those he's chosen. And in that, it was like a light came on to me of, yes, we talk about salvation and things of that nature, but even in your daily life, you've been given a position, you've been chosen, you've been redeemed, you've been restored. And as you are becoming and walking in the purpose that God has given you, you can't look at it like I deserve because you've been bought with a price. Think of something that is not seen as valuable to some. Let's say at a yard sale or just some on the street or in the store or whatever you want, however you want to look at it. And this is something that is seen and gotten by this customer, this patron, this connoisseur. And he or she is like, I can find some value in it. I can take this thing that is about to be sold, given away, thrown away, whatever. And I can take it and I can make some of it. The value has been now given to that thing. And because of that, the thing that happens is the person says, I'm going to give it value. Now I'm going to assign it purpose. So I place the value in it and I'm going to give it a purpose. It might be a freaking shoe rack. It might be a thrown away table. It might be a can of beans, something that the purchaser, the connoisseur, the person that just sees it assigns value to it, then it gives it a purpose. And so for that thing, let's pretend that thing is animated. That thing that was purchased, bought, restored, it would be foolish and selfish and arrogant for that thing to say, nah, I want to do what I want to. I know you brought me in here. I know you placed me here. I know you've given me purpose there, but I want to figure out what I want to do. I want to decide and determine what I want to do. Like, but I bought you. I redeemed you. I placed you because I had a greater purpose than what you were being used for. I use that metaphor and analogy because it was like, as I was reading, I'm reminded that God sees us as valuable. I'm reminded that Christ came to redeem us. I'm reminded that God has chosen us. I'm reminded that I can't just determine what I want to do, all for the sake of pleasure, all for the sake of what I hope to become, all for the sake of whatever. Often our limited, finite mind, you know what? All the time, actually, our limited, finite perspective, view, and desire ultimately gets in the way of God who purchased us, gets in the way of us remembering we have this position of leadership because we have been afforded. Yes, I have a say. Yes, I have authority in this position. Yes, I've been given a mantle to uphold, and I have to make sure that not only that I abide in it, but that I grow in it and I develop in it. And I have a say in that. But I've been given the position. And the position, I said it before, I'm going to say it again. Our leadership position, if anything, is always our lives. I've been given this. I've been afforded this. I've been allotted this. I've been promised this. I have to understand that my position comes with a purpose that I didn't desire or didn't plan initially. And in that, I have to submit. And so as leaders, we got to submit to the fact that we've been afforded opportunity. We've been chosen, and God has chosen you. At the end of the day, you've been chosen. At the end of the day, God says, I have something better for you. Will you go your way or will you go my way? And when you get it, if you get it, but if and when you get it, then what? Yeah, I won. Yes, I'm seen as this. Yes, I can continue doing that thing that just makes me feel good for the moment. But then what? You got that, but now you got guilt. Now you got shame. Now you got more issues that you didn't bargain for. And even more importantly, or more detrimental, is you further away from me. And we talked about hearing the voice. So now you can't hear my voice because you're further and further and further away. All because you've determined what your purpose is and your value is. And then when we do that, we lower our value from the true value that God has for us. So as leaders, we have to ensure that we submit to the fact that we've been purchased, that we've been bought, that we've been restored, that we've been redeemed, that we are loved. And the love that God has for us trumps all things, even the things we want, even the things we desire, even the things we think is good and right. The love of God trumps all that. So in that love, he's going to say, nah, I don't want you, Colt Rack, to be this thing. I got something even better. No can of beans. I don't want you to do this. I got something better. No throwing away table. I don't want you to just be something that shoes are under. I got something better for that. And in that, and I didn't intend to go here, but I'll even say this. I might even break you down and make you into something that the way that you look as a coat rack, a shoe rack, like you were made to be a shoe rack in the world's eyes, but I got something even better. That table, I'm going to break your wood down and I'm going to form you into something else. And it's going to hurt. But I got a greater purpose. Because you were about to be thrown away. You were about to be forgotten. You were about to be thrown in the back of the store and left in. But I got something better. We got to submit to that fact. And we got to know that God loves us as leaders. And so those who he loves, he disciplines. And I got that discipline this morning. And it's okay. It's okay. It's all a part of leadership. So until next time, lead up.